Look at that, we just did one of them Chinese exchanges, or what is it called?
Fire drill.
Chinese fire drill. All right, we are in Cambridge right now, our hometown. Well, kind of. We live in Boston, and today's video is going to be about the FX3, the Sony FX3, and one of its most important features, the dual ISO. And what the dual ISO, quick snapshot, is there is 800 on the daytime spectrum where you film daytime, and then there is that 12,800, which is for nighttime shots, club scenes, inside dark restaurants, walking at night. Those are the two different ISOs that are like the baseline structure, and what we're gonna do is show you some real world vlogging of how these different ISOs work in the world. Let's get into it. Everything that I'm going to be filming today, from the club scene that we're going to later tonight to right now, is going to be filmed not only on the FX3, but we are going to be using the Sony 16mm f1.8. I'm probably going to be having it in 2.8 f-stop just for the beginning of this vlog. Along with that, we are using the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. I have the settings set to 6 now. I used to have it on 4. I feel like 4 was a little bit too soft and I had to do too much in post. So now we are at 6, and it's kind of perfect for how I speak and capturing other people's voices. But as you can see, we're in Cambridge, right? We're in the middle of the city. There are people walking all around and everything. So this is the setup. Check this out. We are getting sick ice cream. Walking through Cambridge, going to this event. He's the host. Well, he's the most important person at this event. I'm the second most important person at this event. And since we are going into a club, looks like there's a crowd. We're gonna have some cool footage, guys. He's gonna be cool. He's gonna do all the cool light stuff. What we've realized is the orange tape does not stick well on the construction paper onto the wood table, so we're getting stronger tape. Did it, finally. Just showing you guys 8:30 p.m. right now. It's a little bit darker. This is what the camera looks like when we are at like slightly darker and not like super bright daytime footage. This is like that evening footage. So we're getting different aspect of how the ND filters work, which is at 1 to 5 stop, as well as the dual ISO, since I'm filming everything from this point on at 12,800. So it is now 10 p.m.
Why do you yell? 9:25.
It's now 9:25 p.m. Still in Cambridge. 12,800 ISO. It means that you can see visibly in the darkness. So here's the thing when it comes to dual ISO, right? So we saw a lot of what it can do in the nighttime shots, as you saw in the club scenes, and now you're seeing what it can do on the daytime. So I pretty much keep the ISO at 800 for everything, just because it is the baseline ISO, which means it is the most clear without having any background noise. I have an ND filter on, which prevents a bunch of glare and blowing it out, because the ND filter, as I've talked about previously, is sunglasses. So again, this is what it does. It looks like this to that. What I want to close out is the dual ISO functions. There are two functions that we've talked about previously, 800 and 12,800. And both of these functions are used in different formats. The 800 ISO range is for your daytime shots, and your 12,800 function is for your nighttime shots. Now keep in mind, when you go beyond 800 and beyond 12,800, you start to develop a little bit of noise in the background. That's that pixelated looking kind of situation that you get, and it doesn't look that great, but it is the quickest way to just adjust the lighting without getting a light for your camera or changing the aperture or your ND filter. Just keep that in mind. So you look at that and you wonder, well, how do I know when to adjust it? And one, you gotta just look at your camera and you turn on the exposure for your zebra settings, and it can kind of show you in the background what is overexposed and what is perfectly exposed. And that is how you can do it manually, by making sure you have the best possible ISO, lighting, and situational awareness for when you're creating your footage. So you're looking at this right now and you can see that I'm in a different environment. I'm in a warehouse, right? And now, not only is the sound echoing because I'm in an empty room, but also I'm in a different lighting fixture. I'm still at 800, but instead of putting it to 12,800, I just adjusted the aperture from f2.8 all the way to f1.8. And what that does is it allows more light to come into your camera footage, which gives you a brighter background, a brighter everything. You can see the dog clearly. Everything is better this way. So now you see that I'm completely blown out. All I'm gonna do is rotate the ND filter to allow less light to come in, put a pair of sunglasses on my lens, and now I'm getting perfect footage when I am still running that 800 ISO. This is the beautiful effects of ND filters, aperture rings that are at 1.8 versus starting at 2.8. You can adjust it beyond, and you can bring it back down to letting the most light in. I hope that this video sheds some light on what the dual ISO is, but I have to preface, there are two other settings that I love about this camera, and that is the in-body fan, which I find to be one of the most crucial things for when you're shooting footage. Being able to shoot for an extended period of time without your camera overheating is beyond perfect. And also, this isn't really a setting, but more of an adjustment on your camera, is allowing two mounting points, so you can film horizontal and vertical content. I hope this video helped you understand what the dual ISO is. So again, just to recap, dual ISO is 800 is your daytime baseline, and then you can adjust as you need, and then 12,800 is your nighttime baseline, and you can adjust that as well. Keep in mind, there are a few different things that you can change, such as your ND filter ring or your actual aperture ring. You can adjust those to get different footage looks and settings. That is what I know right now, but probably will change in the future. And yep, that is it. So I hope this video has helped. My name is Noah. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you check this video out to watch my latest content, and click this bubble right here to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye.